Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a KV-2, the Tier 6 Soviet heavy tank. It's located on the north spawn of Abbey, and it's under the command of Dumitru 1. And this is another of our Derp coronavirus specials. Yes, we're doing these every weekend to give you a bit of enjoyment watching some tank blow another little tank to pieces with one shot. Okay, well, we've made some changes to the tank. I don't know if you can see that on the rear. Yes, Sir Rusty updated it. It is the coronavirus tank after all, and it now says made in China. Play World of Tanks. Well, he's armed with a 152mm howitzer, and well, there's some small little tanks down there, and one of them has now gone back to the garage. It was a Hotchkiss. It deserved to die. Yes, I'm afraid little tanks like that should not be in the game. They're not tanks, they are wheelies or Mario Karts. 20 seconds reload, in fact, just under 20 seconds, 19.81. And I think he's looking for another victim. Yes, he's like a vampire. He has to feed on other tanks. Oh! Well, he's quite energetic. And of course, with the power of Derp, and the capability of doing 910 alpha with an HE round and going through 86mm of armour with a burst radius of 3.66 meters. Yes, he can do quite a lot of damage to them. Let's see what he can do with this T20. He probably won't be able to get up that slope. Yep, turn sideways. Now, if you're wondering about the skin, by the way, Sir Rusty created it. It's freely available. He's quite a gentleman. He's actually created lots of skins for us, and this one is freely available, and you can download it at the link which is shown in the description. And the T20 dies just like that. Shall we have an instant replay? I think we need an instant replay of that one. Yep, okay, here we go. He's crawling up the slope, trying to get at that T20. He's just in this courtyard. Here he goes. It's still just as funny. You can't hide in there. Okay, so that's 2 tanks he's killed. Yes, we're probably the only channel that does actually instant replays if necessary. Of course, yes, I mean, they can all do it as well. It's not a problem. But it is still quite funny. Okay, next target. A 40T piece behind that house. I'm not sure we can actually get a shot from this angle. And Wargaming put this huge rock in place so that we couldn't go round the ledge at that particular spot. Mind you, there's some other tanks over on the west side. I have the sneaking suspicion that Dumitru's actually going to go into the grounds of the Abbey and try and take out the enemy tanks from there. Of course, he can get shots on the tanks on the west side of the map as they move between the gaps. There are some gaps over there. That's a T29 moving through the gap right now, and I think he's just suddenly realised that. Yep, he has. He fires it. Oh my god, what a shot! That needs an instant replay again. He just took out a T29 and he just turned his gun and shouted Russia, and it went off. And the tank blew up. It was a tier 7 T29. Look at this. He just turns, fires in the general direction, and that's another kill. 3 kills now. It's almost as if Papa Joe is guiding the shells to the target. Okay, there's enough time's been spent in here to go unspotted. He's now going to look for another victim. Well, there's a couple of tanks over on the west side, but there's now a Scorpion over this side now. I wonder if he can creep up and suddenly give the Scorpion a spanking. He might be able to wipe him out with one shot. There we go. Yes! 820 hit points. The Scorpion didn't see it coming. He auto-aimed on and just derped it, and at that range it was lethal. Okay, turning around. Who's next? There's still a number on the enemy team. 8 tanks out there. He's got 4 kills so far. It's getting rather like he might actually be able to pull off a Paul's medal in this one. Only 2 more needed for a Top Gun. None in sight near the enemy cap area, but they do have 3 Artys. And a box tanker suddenly appeared at the entrance to the Abbey. No, I think that box tank wants to go back to the garage. He's looking for an early ticket. And I'm pretty sure that Dumitru can arrange for him to go there. Okay, he's just lining him up, working it out. The box tank is aiming his 13cm gun in this direction. Dumitru just needs to get it sorted. Now, will that box tank move? Well, he does. He pulls back. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. Come back. We've got a shell for you. It never loses its amusement. So that is now 5 kills. He shouldn't have moved. He should have stayed where he was. He was perfectly capable of preventing Dumitru from killing any more of their team. But by doing what he did, he actually unleashed a whirlwind on the enemy. There's only 4 left on their team. No, that one wasn't going to hit. He didn't shout Russia loud enough or sacrifice enough dissidents to the Gulag. Yeah, I'm afraid he's going to have to try again, but well, he just needs to reload. It's going to sit here in the little alcove for a short while. Okay, that's long enough. Well, Wargaming provided a exit hole here, so you can come out and go out the other way if need be. There's a KV-2 over there who doesn't realise he's being looked at, or probably he's had his 6th sense go off now, and now he realises it because he's back in their garage. That's a Top Gun. And now there's only 2 left on their team, the Type 64 and Dumitru. Okay, he's loaded again. There's 5 left on the enemy team. It's just a matter of sorting out which one's going to be next. Well, the 40TP was last seen on the river side, and the KV-1S on the other side. Neither of them really... Well, I suppose the Habitual, the 40TP, could probably do a bit of damage to a KV-2, but not for long before he gets wiped out. The KV-1S is not much of a threat, I'm afraid. And he's going down the hard way. Of course, there are 3 Arty still in the game. There's one of them, CM44. He's making his way up the ramp. He should be visible any second. Oh, what a shot that was! Just saw the top of the vehicle, and a pixel was all it took to wipe out that Arty. He now has 7 kills, 1 short of getting a Radley's. Still possibly on for a Paul's medal. All depends on how many kills the Type 64 makes. He just killed the 40TP. So there's now 2 against 3. Now, if you want a skin of your own to match your vehicle, so Rusty's quite happy to do it. In fact, he's got a very talented daughter called Jazz who can also do them. And yes, they can deck out your tank to, well, look like something that you want it to look like. I know they've done some rather unusual requests, but if you want to have your tanks specialised in some way, by all means, please contact them on Facebook. There is a link below the video, so you can contact them. Oh, he's been spotted. Somebody saw him. Won the Arty. Come out, wherever you are. Oh, there you are. There you were. And that is his Radleys. And the Hummel has announced where he is. We're coming. He's got his Biscucci's. Now all he needs is a Dumitru's. Unfortunately, the Type 64 met his end. Now he's almost loaded, but I think he wants to get a bit closer before he takes out the Hummel. Let's have a look. No, he can't hit him from here because the guy's actually trying to escape. Hello! Dumitru's! That's 9 kills. One more, he gets the Pools medal. Now, where is that KV-1S? Last seen, he was on the west side of the map, in the north. Now, I know that he's only got 1 star on his barrel, but I suspect that he actually should have 3 stars on that barrel because he is such a good player. You saw those shots. They were absolutely bang on. He didn't even need to move any closer because he knew that the height of the Hummel and the height of the M44 was going to be enough to give him something to aim at. But those shells flew straight and true, and, well, he is definitely more of an expert than he lets on. Okay, we're looking for that KV-1S. Oh, and the KV-1S announces his presence. Hello. And this is to win the game and get a Pools medal. Oh, he doesn't get it on this occasion. Didn't sacrifice enough dissidents. Now you need to shout Russia very, very loudly when you fire. And we'll see if it works. You can see where the round from the KV-1S hit the turret. Made a green mark where it didn't penetrate. He also needs to tempt that KV-1S to come out. He's offering him quite a big target. Well, if the mountain won't come to, we'll just have to go to him. And here he is. And that's a Pools medal. Oh, it never loses its enjoyment. Well done, Demolka. Pools medal, Dumitru's, and a lot of fun. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Demolka 1 in the KV-2. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that one. He managed to get 19. A fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. In this, it shows that he got the Dimitri's medal for killing 3 enemy Arty, a Pools medal for getting 10 kills, a high caliber for dealing the most damage, and he did pick up a crucial contribution because he platooned with somebody who had at least 2 kills, and a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, there you are, top of the table, 4,544 hit points. The next high scorer was the Tiger 1 with 2,401. So, yes, slightly less than double the score of that player. The next high score after that was the KV-1S that he took out at the end with 1,566. When it came to kills, he had 10. The next high scorer was the Type 64 with 3. He was the platoon mate, and they had 13 kills between them, which means he got a crucial contribution. In fact, that means also that the Type 64 got a crucial. And the next high score after that was the S51 on the enemy team with 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, he had 1,942, which is a very high ace tanker, but then he did do most of the work and carried the team, killing 2/3 of the enemy team on his own. 940 base went to the Type 64, and 638 went to the GW Panther and the Tiger 1 on the enemy team. He fired 12 rounds in that game, got 10 direct hits, 6 penetration and 4 splash, damage of 4,544 hit points, of which 1,454 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits from the enemy, 2 were non-penetrations, 1 as a result of splash damage, and he blocked damage of 320 hit points in total. Spotted 4 enemy vehicles, damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 10 of the enemy, and did 302 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 46,342 credits, got 50,000 credits from personal missions payout, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away 108,612 credits. He received 1,942 XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 5,826 experience points altogether. So what a fantastic game that was. Yes, it's probably one of the better ones we've seen, other than the, of course, the KV-2 Platoon game we saw a while back on our channel. But yes, these Derp coronavirus replays are some of them are absolutely fantastic and very, very funny indeed, because obviously these players do enjoy playing the KV-2 and they play it very well. And Dumitru did absolutely that. He knew that he could shoot at these tanks and managed to go for pixel shots and got them. So very well played, Dumitru. Very enjoyable. So please, if you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And stay home, stay safe, and derp coronavirus!